Hello everybody and welcome back to another video, and today we are finally finishing off the DC Typhoon. Here it is. So saw in the comments that we needed to paint this set from basically a viewer. He said that he wants to see this thing have red paint and white stripes. Fortunately, that you can't do the white stripes. Somewhat. I just checked. But we'll make it work anyway. Also, thanks to the viewer who commented. Anyway, let's fix this car up and then sell it. Because in episode 10, I'm going to be moving out of this garage. Because I don't want to see it again. This thing's too small and I need space for more cars to fix up. Also, if you can see somewhat in the background, if you can see that front end, that isn't the Dodge Charger that you saw in the background on most of the basically all the videos. It's actually a Chrysler 300C. And you're probably thinking, well, did you fix up the Dodge Charger finally? And, well, the answer is yes, I finally did. So probably in every episode, you're gonna, well, in the episode up until episode 10, you're gonna see a brand new car there. In various states of conditions. Whether it's still needing to be fixed up, halfway done, or finished and I just need to sell it. Anyway, let's get this car sorted out. Anyway, like I said in, well, I forgot which part it is, but whatever. We are gonna, obviously next episode we are gonna be doing the Mercedes next to this car. Which is obviously gonna be the car we'll be driving in, technically, well, which is gonna be my daily driver now. We're gonna be driving to the Junkyard quite a lot to pick up new rides. Which is going to be very, very nice to drive. It's going to be nice and comfortable, that Mercedes. Comfortable to drive. Not that nice and decently quick, I guess you could say. And still, I love that thing. Well, I'm going to love that thing. Really. Plus, in real life, I already like the way the Mercedes looks anyway. Anyway, we're nearly done disassembling it. Once we've done that, we can finally start assembling the brand new parts. Well, we need to both buy brand new parts and try to repair the parts that we can repair. Or try to, at least. Also guys, type in the comments section down below what car you would like to see after I've, well, either when I'm starting to fix up the Mercedes, or in a future episode, obviously. Just realised I didn't, why am I doing that? It's stupid. Let me just disassemble that. Probably not going to be able to fix up any of them, but still, but we'll have a look. Also, I have a nice cup of tea right here. Tastes as good as it looks. Speed run the ship. Also, if you wonder why the game freezes sometimes, yeah. It does that sometimes, but it's perfectly fine. I can deal with it. Anyway, we did it. Right, let me quickly buy some parts that we will need. So we're gonna need some rubber bushings. So So we're gonna need 12 for the front, 4 for the back. Then we're gonna need some shocks. Needs 2 front shocks. I think 2 rear ones. We don't need those because I actually found out that I actually have 2 that I can use up. I'll just quickly assemble these. While that happens, okay, now I need sway. I need some sway bars. I'm pretty sure it's sway bar front end link Bs. Nope, that's not what I meant. Selling it. Sort by condition. That's what I want. Definitely gonna need exhaust. I need a steering rack as well. Yes, sway bar front end link Bs. And also sway bar, front sway bar B. We also need, let me quickly just grab this. And put on the new one. Now we're gonna need, what else? Exhaust. Thankfully, the exhaust is right at the front of the car, well, near the front, where the engine is, which is very useful. Actually, we need a muffler. That's not what we need. We don't need exhaust, we need a muffler. We need a muffler D, in fact. 2 muffler Ds. Anyway. I think that's everything I need, so... Don't know why I have 2 fuel tanks. Come on. But I guess... Okay, we need that. Okay... That... Boom. Drive shaft... Installed. Shock absorber B. Need a leaf spring. Boom. I guess I have 4 spare rubber bushings now. Small rubber bushings, in fact. Great. Need a U-bolt. One of these U-bolts. Thankfully. There we go. Now usually when I put on the brand new wheels, I always choose either the same pair of rims that match the car, or I just switch things up and choose some like aftermarket ones, I guess you could say. I need a lot of brake stuff, hang on. So, I need 1 brake shoe, 2 pads, 2 brake disc ventilators, 2 brake drums, and I think that's it. I don't want to let my tea go cold. Yeah, we need rim typhoons. Oh, that tastes awesome. That's really good. Come on. There you go. And hey, I can at least use those spare 4 small rubber bushings for, I guess, the next build. Maybe the Mercedes might need them. You never know. Boom, boom, boom. One second, guys. My cat's just come in. Never thought I've had to pause myself just to sort my cat. Give me a minute. Alright guys, I'm back. Right, what I did was just take my cat downstairs, so then she could just eat some food. Anyway, back to business. Need a suspension cross member D. Yes, I do put the word sus in, making it easier to find it quickly. Oh god, it's because of that tea I had. It's making me burp. I'm trying to hold those burps and it's not working. Right, we need the steering rack. That's what we only need one, thankfully. My voice cracked slightly there. Also, if you're wondering, yes, if my calculations are correct, I'm not editing that bit out where I just don't talk for a bit. Hang on, which one do I need? Let's see, right. Where I didn't talk for a bit because I had to deal with my cat, so. Yay, more time for you guys to contemplate life and stuff, I guess. Anyway, almost done with the car. We just need to do the final few parts of the suspension, put on new wheels, paint it, dyno it, and sell it. Shouldn't be too difficult whatsoever. Anyway, like I said, if there's a car you guys want me to fix up before episode 10, well, for the last few episodes we have left. Hang on, actually, I just need to do it. Yeah, if there's a car you guys want me to fix up, let me know, because we haven't got many episodes left. Or, if there is a car that you guys want me to fix up, but we get to episode 10 and that's it, we're moving on to the next shop, I might fix it up. I might fix the car you guys suggest in the brand new mechanic shop I have. Well, I will have eventually, hopefully. Go here. Come on, there we go. Not much left now. Now we have the slightly tricky part. Time to figure, once we've done the suspension, we have to figure out what size the tires need to be. The rims aren't going to be that hard to figure out because it's just not. The wheels will be, well, the tires will be. So that means I either have to constantly go back and forth to figure out what width and length, what width and height they are, and the size they are, or just keep saying them out loud, keep saying it out loud, so it will stay in my head, and then I would know just to do it on the first try. Anyway, so okay, we've got two different sizes. So this bigger size will be going at the back, So 255, 65, 17. 255, 65, 17. That's rims. We're gonna get the vintage race tires. So 255, 65, 17. Okay, that's one. Now we need to get the other. 225, 65, 17. 225, 65, 17. 225, 65, 17. I did it. Oh, and we need the rims as well, because there's a slight chance that won't work, because there's a slight chance they will not be able to be saved. Boom. Alright, let's install these. Let's finish this tea as well, so it doesn't go cold. One second, guys. Finish that tea. Also, if you heard that noise in the background, I accidentally knocked my Xbox controller with my cup. Come on. There we go. Right. Place this on the wheel bouncer, and let's separate the broken ones. While we're at it. That's one. There we go. Some of these rims might be able to be saved, but I'm not going to be reusing them. Alright, that's our last one. Let's have a look. Rims. Yes, 3 of them could have been saved, but I just bought brand new ones, so it doesn't matter now. Let's sell off these old parts, shall we? There we go. And let's install these brand new wheels. Start with the backs. So the bigs need to go on the back wheels, and then the small ones need to go on the front. Nope, that's the big wheel. There we go. I think my cat's trying to come in again. Give me a minute, guys. Again. That's the second interruption that's the second time I've been interrupted by my cat, and hopefully the last. Anyway, let's finally paint this car, and then dyno it, and then sell it. Now, the viewer who commented said red paint and white stripes. Now, obviously we can do the red paint, unfortunately not the white stripes. Well, we can. Let me just darken this slightly. There we go. But that is the best I can do. So we're doing it. Paid $1,000 for that. Worth it. Anyway, time to dyno this thing. Also, if you want to lower your mic, if you want to lower your headset, or the volume on your computer or phone, or whatever the hell you're watching this on, you might want to do so now. Because this thing is going to be fucking loud. Okay, here we go. Look at my speed! Hell yeah! We did a good time on that car. We gave it much more power on that. We gained 20.59% more horsepower. We've basically gained about 63 more horsepower. Nice. And we gained a lot more newton meters. So that means we gained 19.51% more newton meters. Let's go. Let's put this back onto first lifter. There we go. And there it is. I guess you can tell there's different stages of the car, of basically a car's when we're fixing one. So, take the Mercedes. Not even touched yet, but it will be next episode. And this Cadillac 300C, half done, I guess you could say, even if the engine's not even done. But the DC Typhoon is done. 70 grand, 70,484 grand. The restoration bonus is 14,096 bucks. So what's it combined? 84,580 bucks. Lovely. Sell it. And that's another car done, folks. Hopefully, next episode, which we will, is this Mercedes. Now, so this thing is the Mercedes W124 500e. It's got a nice, lovely V8, Mercedes V8, and this thing shouldn't be a problem. There's barely any engine left. It's just a block. Is there literally any pistons? No, there's no pistons. Anyway. So hopefully, guys, you'll be seeing this next time. So, let me just make sure I have no parts left to sell. No, actually I sold them. Anyway, see you guys next time in another episode of Junkyard Rescue. Bye bye.